Today we are going to discuss and learn the chapter 13.4 of NCERT class 9 maths. This is about surface area of sphere. So first we will study what is surface area of sphere. For this it is important for us to know sphere first. What is sphere? That is it is first important for us to know a sphere, then we will know surface area. We know circle, we have studied circle. This is circle. We can draw it on a piece of paper because it's a plane figure, because circle is a plane figure, so we can always draw circle on a piece of paper. May not be the correct circle, so let us make it. No, all of us know circle. This is a plane figure and we have drawn circles. We know about circle. So what is circle? Circle is a figure like this, such that any point on circle, any point on this circle, this is made up of several points joined together. Any point on this circle is at a constant distance from a fixed point called center of the circle. This is center of the circle. This is center of the circle. All of us know. So any point on the circle is equidistant from this point. Any point on this circle is of constant. Any point on this circle is of constant distance from the fixed point called center of the circle, and we make circle like this. And this is what we know about circle. Now, to understand a sphere, we have recalled our understanding of circle. Now, what is a sphere? This is a circle. Now, I am holding the this circle along this diameter. Along this diameter I am holding, and when I am rotating, then this rotation of this circle is creating a figure which is a sphere. If I rotate this, then the structure created is called sphere. So what is a sphere? A sphere is a three-dimensional figure in which all the points on the sphere is equidistant or is of constant distance from the center of the sphere. So in case of a sphere also, all the points on the sphere are at constant distance from the center of the sphere. This is sphere. This is sphere. This is sphere. This is structure of sphere. Now, to know the surface area, what we do, all of us have played with top, where a string is pulled around the top and then it is thrown and then it starts rotating. Same way, if we fix up a nail any point here and then put a string around it, so that a string covers whole of this sphere, and if we measure the length of that string, that length of the string will give the surface area of this sphere. So we can do this thing at home, at our place, by just doing this simple practical exercise to measure the surface area of sphere. So this surface area of sphere after measurement comes out as 4 pi r square. So the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square. 4 number, pi 22/7, and this r is the radius of the sphere, which is diameter divided by 2. So the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square. In case of a sphere, we are talking of surface area. This is the curved surface area only, because it has got curved surface area. It has got curved surface area only. So this is surface area of a sphere. If and make two half spheres, then that half portion of this sphere is called hemisphere. Since this hemisphere is half of the sphere, so the area would be, the surface area of this hemisphere is 4 pi r square divided by 2, that is 2 pi r square. And this is curved surface area. Curved surface area of hemisphere. And when we want to know the total surface area of hemisphere, then the half portion would have the curved surface, and this part will be a circle. So if we add this 2 pi r square plus the area of the circle pi r square, then we get the total surface area of hemisphere, and it becomes 3 pi r square. So based on these three information only, we will be solving all the problems of surface area of a sphere. This is important for us to remember. Surface area of a sphere 4 pi r square. Half of the sphere is called hemisphere, and half portion of that sphere, that is hemisphere, the curved surface area is the surface area of a sphere divided by 2, that is 2 pi r square. And when we add up the circular portion also, then we get the total surface area of hemisphere. Then we add pi r square in 2 pi r square, and we get 3 pi r square. So total surface area of a sphere is 3 pi r square. This is about this surface area. Now we are going to solve the problems of 13.4 of NCERT class 9. Now we are going to solve the problems of exercise 13.4 of class 9 NCERT maths book. The first question is, it is important for us to know that in all the questions, most of the thing is related to knowing the formula, putting the values given in the question, and doing calculations to find out the answer. So we should not treat as if that these are very simple thing. It is a very simple thing, but the things to remember would be, wherever there is mention of diameter, we should read and understand it very clearly to know that its diameter, its radius, what is given. If diameter is given, radius is to be found out. Then in all the calculations that we will be doing, we should do it very carefully so that we do not make mistake, because here the all the problems will be solved in a very easy way, but the calculation part we need to take care of. The first question, find the surface area of sphere of radius. Here R, in first part, R is given, radius is given as 10.5 cm, and we need to find out the surface area. So we know the formula, surface area of a sphere 4 pi r square. So putting the value 4 into 22 upon 7, it is written that we have to use pi as 22.7, 22 divided by 7, and r is given as 10.5. So this is 10.5 into 10.5. So this is 7 1 ja 7, 7 5 ja 35. So we get 4 into 22 1 into 1.5 into 10.5, and upon multiplying we will get 1536 centimeter square. It is also important to make sure that we write the unit of area, because if we do not write it, then we will lose some marks. So this thing also we should take care of. Then coming to the second question, first question second part. The first question second part, here the R changes. R is 5.6. When R is 5.6, then the surface area, again we will write surface area of sphere, that is 4 pi r square, then 4 into 22 upon 7 into 5.6 into 5.6, 7 8 r, and on solving we will get it as 394.24 centimeter square. This is, we have just put the values and calculated to find out the value of area. Now again in third part, the radius is 14 centimeter. So here formula is same, surface area of a sphere 4 pi square. Now the radius has changed, so we have put the value of changed radius, and this is 2 times, and upon solving we will get as 2464 centimeter square. So this was the first question. Now coming to the second question. In second question, there are 3 parts, 1 2 3. In all the 3 parts, the value of diameter is there given. Sphere, in case of surface area, we in first question we had the value of radius. In first question, the surface area of a sphere we wanted to know, and radius was given. In second question, all the dimensions are given for diameter, and we need to find out the area. So here diameter is given. In first case, D is equal to 14 cm. So wherever we get question and we find that there is a dimension, the dimension given is of diameter, we need to convert it to radius. Radius is d upon 2, that is 14 by 2 cm. So now we know the surface area of sphere. So this is 4 pi r square. Now putting the values 4 22 upon 7 into R, 14 by 2 into 14 by 2. 7 2 ja 2. 2 cancels. 2 7. So this is 88 into 7 and we get at 616 centimeter square. The area would be 616 centimeter square. Now coming to the second part. The second part the diameter is, instead of 14, the diameter is 21 cm. Again we will find out the radius. Then in this case the radius would be 21 upon 2 centimeter and the surface area of a sphere we know 4 pi r square. The values will change because we have different value of radius. So putting this new value of radius, we will be having this 7 3 and 2 2. This 4 cancels. So this is 66 into 21, 63 into 22, and we get this as 1386 centimeter square. So this is about the second question, second part. Now second question, third part. The value of diameter changes to 3. The third. Now coming to the second question, third part. The value of B is now 3.5 cm. So accordingly the value of radius is 3.5 divided by 2 cm. Accordingly we will change the values here, and we know surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square. So 4 into 22 upon 7 into 3.5 by 2 into 3.5 by 2. 0.5. So this is the third one, and upon multiplying we will get 38.5 meter square. This was in meter. This was in meter. So this is meter square. This was in meter. So this is meter square. It is important to see the values and their units also. Now the third question. Find the total surface area of a hemisphere of radius 10 cm. Use pi is equal to 3.14. Here we need to find out the total surface area of hemisphere. Radius is given and we have to use the value of pi as 3.14. So what is to be find out? PSA of hemisphere. PSA of hemisphere is what? 2 pi r square plus pi r square, 3 pi r square, and r is given here. R is given as 10 centimeter. So 3 into, and we need to put value of pi as 3.14 as per the question, and this is 10 square. So this is 942 cm square. So the TSA of hemisphere of radius 10 centimeter would be 942 centimeter square. This was about the third question. Now coming to the fourth question of exercise 13.4. The radius of a spherical balloon increases from 7 centimeter to 14 centimeter as air is being pumped into it. Find the ratio of surface areas of balloon in two cases. A balloon is there, air is being pumped into it. We know when air is pumped into it, the volume increases and the balloon becomes bigger. So same way, when it becomes bigger, then that means its radius is increasing. So that thing is given in first case, when the initially the balloon was having a radius of, initially I am calling it R1, when initially balloon was having a radius of 7 centimeter. Upon pumping in air, the radius becomes R2. The radius, after the air is pumped into it, it becomes 14 centimeter. We need to find out the ratio of surface area of balloon in two cases. Ratio of surface area of balloon in two cases. So we know the surface area. Surface area we know. Sphere we know 4 pi r square. This thing we know. Now in first case the radius is 7 centimeter, and when more air is pumped into the balloon, the radius becomes 14. So surface area SA1 upon SA2 we need to find out. SA1 surface area 1 and surface area 2. Ratio means surface area in first case divided by surface area in case of second case. So what is this? 4 pi 7 square and divided by 4 pi 14 square. This gets cancelled, and 7 into 7 divided by 14 into 14. So this becomes 1 divided by 4, or as ratio we can say 1:4. So this is the fourth question. Now coming to the fifth question. A hemispherical bowl made up of brass has inner diameter 10.5 cm. Find the cost of tin plating it on the inside at the rate of rupees 16 per 100 cm square. A hemispherical bowl is there, and we need to, this is hemispherical bowl, and we need to get it tin plating on inside. This inside portion we need to tin plate, and this inside diameter is given as 10.5 cm. This inside diameter is given as 10.5 cm. The cost of painting is rupees 16 per 100 cm square. The cost of painting is, and we need to find out the cost of tin plating it from inside. So here even if what is given is a bit confusing, may seem to somebody who is not understanding the problem, but it's a simple thing that D is given, inside is to be painted. So inside curved surface we want to know, and once we know the inside curved surface, we know the rate of doing this tin plating, and we will get the answer. So the inner curved surface, inner curved surface area of hemisphere, we know the curved surface of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. So here 2 into 22 by 7 into this 10.5 divided by 2 into 10.5 divided by 2 because 10.5 is diameter. And upon solving this, we will get this as 173.25 centimeter square. Now we know the inside curved surface area, inner curved surface area, and the cost of painting is given. So the cost, how much will be the cost? Cost is 173.25 into 16 divided by 100, and this is how much? This will be rupees 27.7. So this is about the fifth question. We know the curved surface area of hemisphere. We need to paint it from inside. So inside diameter we know. So inside radius we know. We put the value, we get the inside curved surface area of hemisphere, and we know the cost of painting. So we multiplied it with the cost of painting and we got the actual cost required for doing this tin plating from inside. Now, sixth question. Find the radius of a sphere whose surface area is 154 centimeter square. Here, the surface area is given as 154 centimeter square, and we need to find out radius. We know the formula for surface area. This is 4 pi r square in case of a sphere, and this is given as 154. So r square is equal to how much? 154 upon 4 pi. That is 154 upon 4 into 22 into 7. So this is 7 times. So r is equal to 7 square by 2 square. So 7 by 2. So r is 3.5 centimeter. So this was about the sixth question. We know the formula for surface area and that value is given. So we calculated this to find out the radius, and radius was to be found out. Now the seventh question. The diameter of moon is approximately 1/4 of the diameter of earth. Find the ratio of their surface areas. Diameter of moon, dm, is 1/4 of diameter of earth. E for earth, m for moon. So this is given. The question says we want to know the surface area, the ratio of the surface area. So surface area of moon divided by surface area of earth we need to find out. We know the surface area of a sphere, 4 pi r m square in case of moon, and this is 4 pi r e square for earth. 4 pi gets cancelled. So now rm is what? dm upon 2. So dm upon 2 whole square divided by d upon 2 whole square. So what is this? dm upon 2 into 2 by d whole square. So this is dm upon d whole square. dm upon d is 1/4. It is given in the question. So this is 1/4 square, that is 1/16. The ratio will be 1:16. So this is about the seventh question. Now coming to the eighth question. A hemispherical bowl is made of steel 0.25 centimeter thick. The inner radius of bowl is 5 centimeter. Find the outer curved surface area of the bowl. A hemispherical bowl is there. Hemispherical bowl is there. It is made up of steel. This thickness from here to here. This thickness is given as 0.25 centimeter. Okay. The inner radius of the bowl, if this is the center, this inner radius from here to the inner wall, this thing is given as 5 centimeter. What is to be found out? Outer curved surface area. We need to find out outer curved surface area. Outer curved surface area. For knowing outer curved surface area, we need to know outer radius. We know this radius from here to here is 5 centimeter. This thickness from here to here is 0.25 centimeter. So outer radius is 5 plus this thickness. So outer radius is 5 plus 0.25, that is 5.25 cm. Once we know the outer radius, we know the formula for curved surface area of hemisphere, that is 2 pi r square. So 2 into 22 by 7 into 5.25 into 5.25, and upon calculation we will get this at 173.25 centimeter square. So here, when it is outer curved surface area, we need to know the outer radius. For knowing the outer radius, inside radius was known and thickness was known. So we added thickness to the inside radius to know the outside radius, and once we know the outside radius, then we put the value in the formula for the curved surface area of hemisphere, because it is hemispherical. So the hemisphere curved surface area is 2 pi r square. We put the value of outer radius to know the outer curved surface area. Now the ninth and the last question of exercise 13.4. A right circular cylinder just encloses a sphere of radius. A right circular cylinder just encloses a sphere of radius r. This sphere has radius of r. The radius of sphere is r. As per the question, it is given as r. And this sphere just encloses the cylinder, right circular cylinder. So it just encloses, that means the bottom edge of a sphere and top end is up to the height of this right circular cylinder. This means the top and the bottom, suppose this is the center, this is r and this is r. So the height of this cylinder, if I denote by h, this is 2r. Now, surface area of a sphere. The first part is surface area of a sphere. So surface area of a sphere, surface area of sphere. The radius is given as r. So we know the surface area of a sphere, 4 pi r square. So this is the answer, because we know surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square and r is given as r here. Radius of a sphere is r. So this is 4 pi r square. Now second part. Curved surface area of cylinder. Curved surface area of cylinder. CSA of cylinder. CSA of cylinder is how much? 2 pi r cylinder and H cylinder. I am writing C so that it doesn't confuse it. Radius of the base of cylinder. The radius is the radius of this sphere. So radius is the radius of a sphere. What is height? We have just calculated is at 2r. So this is 2 pi r into 2r. So this is 4 pi r square. Again, the CSA of cylinder is 4 pi r square. The second part was CSA of cylinder. So we know the formula for calculating the CSA, 2 pi RH. The radius of the base of the cylinder will be equal to the radius of the sphere, because this sphere just fits into this right circular cylinder. So this is radius, this is radius. Any point on the surface of the sphere, when it is joined from the center, this gives the radius of the sphere, and this is same. So from this place to this place is radius, from this place to this place is radius, from this place to this place or any other point on the sphere is radius. So from this place to this place, so the radius of the cylinder is radius of a sphere and height is diameter of sphere, that is r plus r 2r. So putting the values, we get the CSA of cylinder as 4 pi r square. Now the third part. Third part is ratio of the areas, the ratio of this and this. So this is also 4 pi r square, this is also 4 pi r square. So what is the ratio? The third part I am writing here. The ratio is 4 pi r square divided by 4 pi r square. So ratio is 1:1. So this was about the ninth question.